U.S. to roll out major broadband policy. U.S. regulators will announce a major internet policy this week to revolutionize how Americans communicate and play, proposing a dramatic increase in broadband speeds that could let people download a high-definition film in minutes instead of hours. Now, a lot of people can download high-definition films in minutes, not just hours. Today, you can stream in this office. We get about 8 megabytes per second, which is over double the average in this country. The current average is less than 4 megabytes per second. But if you're able to pull a meg and a half a second, that's still pretty good. They're saying they can up that to 100 megabytes per second. Now, Cisco this week announced a router that can download the entire Library of Congress printable version in less than a second. And they claim that they can stream any high-def movie in a matter of 4 minutes. Now, the problem with this is going to cause FCC regulation. The full broadband plan is expected to be released at a Tuesday meeting among the FCC's 5 members who are expected to discuss the results and recommendations of the roadmap, which was mandated by Congress. Congress may have to pass legislation to enact some portion of that plan. Hello, Internet 2. Goodbye, Internet freedom. That is what this is really about. And I want to get into this hacker story. Some hackers were found, guess where? In Iran. But were they Iranian hackers? Well, no, they weren't Iranian hackers. Iran arrests 30 over U.S.-linked cyber ring report. Iran has arrested 30 people suspected of belonging to a U.S.-linked cyber network, gathering information on Iranian nuclear scientists and sending people abroad for training, a news agency reported on Sunday. It is said that the group sought to recruit people through the internet for training in Iraq with the People's Mujahideen Organization, a leftist exile group which launched attacks on the Islamic Republic from Saddam's Iraq. So again, we find U.S. black operations doing the very thing that they're decrying, cyber attacks. And don't be shocked when it comes out that these people inside Iran were setting up Iran for cyber attacks. In other words, they were committing cyber attacks against the United States from Iranian IP addresses to frame up Iran. Go check it out yourself. Irish cardinal urged to quit amid court case over pedophilia cover-up. Victims group says Sean Brady should consider resigning as the head of the Irish Catholic Church over his role in the Brendan Smith Tribunal. And there are huge headlines all across the UK that guess what? The Catholic Church has been molesting young boys and covering it up. No way! Really? The Catholic Church molesting young boys? Wow! I couldn't believe it. It's only been public in this country for 20 plus years. There's only a full documentary about it 2 years ago called Deliver Us from Evil, where the guy who molested countless young children is out on the streets being turned on by the young boys in the park across the way. You ever take the time to think why a pedophile guild is allowed to continue? This is their little pedophile guild. And unfortunately, it's outside of the Catholic Church. Many of the elitists out there think it's their God-given right to have young boys and girls as their concubines, very Romanesque. And it's all just brushed under the rug of forgotten history. Well, we don't forget about an invisible empire. Towards the end of the film, we like to expose the cowboy ring that was found in the White House in the late 80s under Reagan and Bush 1. We intertwine that with the prostitution ring that was being run out of Barney Frank's home in Washington, D.C. We don't back down. And you can pre-order that film right now over at INFOWARRIOR.com and PrisonPlanet.tv, I believe. New York Times probe finds widespread U.S. fraud in Iraq. Again, no kidding. Chaos weak oversight allowed many who stole cash to dodge prosecution. And I encourage anybody out there that this is new to, that doesn't understand about the corruption in the arms trade, in the rebuilding of Iraq, in the sole source contracts. No more bidding anymore, just sole source contracts. Watch Iraq for Sale. Your jaw will be on the floor when you see these people pillaging billions of dollars that are coming out of our pockets. The American taxpayers are not only paying for the murder of millions of brown people, but we're lining the pockets of the utterly and despicably corrupt. We'll be back after this. It's the Info Warrior with Jason Bermas.